This is session 3 of Response to the Coming of Jesus, and today we're looking at Herod and his response when the story of the wise men coming and asking him, "Where is the King of the Jews?" And Herod blew a pressure valve. He was absolutely neurotic about competition to his power. Just a little background of Herod. His father had helped the Roman General Pompey in his campaigns, and so he'd gathered favour with Rome. It's quite a long history going on, but Herod managed to work his way into favour and was given rule over the area of Palestine. He gained a lot of prestige by the amount of building works he did, and of course one of the greatest ones was the temple, and apparently it was a magnificent building. His building works also helped to increase the wealth of the Jewish nation. It was late in his reign that power began to go to his head, and he feared any possible rival. And this went to the extent that he executed more than half of the Sanhedrin. He killed 300 court officials. He had his own wife Mariamne executed, along with her mother Alexandra, and 3 of his own sons, Antipa, Aristobulus and Alexander. And then when he lay dying, he ordered all the notable men of Jerusalem to assemble in the Hippodrome, and at the moment that his death was announced, they were all to be killed. A charming character. The slaughter of a few baby boys under the age of 2 would have been absolutely nothing to Herod. He held great political power, he held great status. In fact, he's known as Herod the Great. But with the birth of Jesus, we see in this scenario how human-centred power and prestige stands violently against the gentle rule of the King of Kings. We look at China today. There are state-run churches, but they have to comply with many restrictions put on them by the state. And in the last few years, as the state tries to take power, these churches have been ordered to take down any copies of the Ten Commandments they might have on their walls and put in their place the sayings of Xi Jinping. Any religious pictures have to be taken down and replaced by pictures of Xi Jinping. Against this, there are the underground churches in China where Jesus is just worshipped with a passion. They face imprisonment, they face torture, even death if they get caught. And this is the church that's growing at an enormous rate. Even though they have to teach their new converts how to present the gospel to the people who will capture them and torture them. Human power is determined to get its own way and to eliminate all traces of Jesus and his claim on our lives. In our own land, we see human rights as a guise, we see human rule in the guise of social justice, slowly undermining the rule of Jesus. In other lands, it's just straight out persecution to those who are Christian. From the very time of Jesus' birth, human power tried to get rid of him. The human power was not just political, it was also religious. Jesus came to this earth to establish his rule. That's the work of Christians today, to work with Jesus to establish his rule, not ours. The battle is raging worldwide, it's also raging within us. So let's be sure which side we're on.
Darkness we were waiting with our hope, with our light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word from the throne of endless glory to a grave in the earth. and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross, for even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation.